The leather pouch for my watch. Let's check if it's stored in there. It's a valuable timepiece that was repaired recently. The errand boy who brought it back yesterday claimed it was as good as new. Still, I was too busy and could not check it then. How strange. The master clockmaker must have left a set of his keys in the pouch after fixing it. In any event, the piece works perfectly now. Here's something that could wake me up. The second half of the divertimento on which I'm currently working. I'll try to complete it later. I must have left the first few pages back at the That's too hot. How can I pour that brew in the bowl? Strange to think that Ottomans invented this divine beverage. I feel like our Lord Jesus about to be resurrected.
Mozart? Sir? Are you in? Mozart, sir, are you still asleep? Oh, God, these creative guys are kind of out there.
A bit of light could help me avoid an accident. A bit of light could help me avoid an accident. A bit of light could help me avoid an accident. That's too hot. How can I pour that brew in the bowl? A bit of light could help me avoid an accident.
I have a message for you. A Mazzini guy came by and left word that you should go to the Emperor's palace as soon as possible.
All right, I'm on my way.
Oh, not so fast, sir. I can't let you leave unless you settle your bill with us.
Well, if I have to get to the castle, it must be a matter of urgency.
Oh, undeniably. So, picture this. You go to the palace, and for one reason or another, you have to leave Prague in a hurry, never to be seen here again. And I remain here with my unpaid bill. Not a pretty sight. So
I told you a dozen times that my accountant is going over my books to check how much you're owed. You know these things take time, don't you?
Don Giovanni was a huge success, and you pledged that I would receive half of the receipts.
Half after I reimburse myself of all my expenses. And believe me, the expenses were in line with the success of the show. My accountant is deep inside the details of it. No worry.
I should have listened to my brother's advice and opened up a Turkish bath. Customers pay in advance when they attend that kind of venue.
How can I get to the castle?
By foot, Mozart. It's a rough 1-hour walk and the trail is pretty steep. You never seem to have any exercise, and that sure will do you some good.
I don't have time for that. Is there no other way?
Well, there's no other way that costs nothing, my friend. Unless, of course, you happen to know how to fly.
I thought I saw a coach parked in the street by the hotel.
Dubček's wreck? I would strongly advise against it, Mozart. He's kind of rough around the edges, and he always drives a hard bargain.
Are you available for a ride around noon?
Nie rozumiem.
Sorry, I don't speak Czech. Are you available for a ride around noon?
Nie rozumiem.
Sorry, I don't speak Czech. No water and no hose to bring it to the fountain.
I should have listened to my brother's advice.
The coachman uses a language I can't make out. Would you, maybe?
Do I know how to speak Czech, you mean? Huh? You are talking to a patriot, Mozart, so you better be respectful.
In that case, would you please help me make some kind of deal with the driver standing there?
Well, now that we have reached an agreement on the settling of your debt to me, I guess I can try to help you out. Still, someday my generosity will do me more harm than good. To get to the castle, I doubt that the driver will give you credit.
The doctor can settle the fee for the ride when we get there.
Oh, Mozart, you're always over-optimistic.
I believe that humans are good, my friend, nothing else.
I'm listening, Mozart. What do you have to say to this poor working man?
I have to get to the castle, but I can't pay for the ride.
All right, I'll translate it. So far, Dubček is laughing and doesn't say much else. Gee, that laugh. That's definitely low-class Bratislavan.
Why does he laugh? What's he saying?
He's asking what the Joker's name is. I think he means you, Mozart. The Joker.
Did you mention my name?
I'm afraid so. These Slovaks are so full of surprises. He said he loved your operas.
I'm pleased to hear that. So, is he good for the ride?
No, by no means, no. We pay in advance or we get nowhere. He claims that's his motto.
All right. Tell him I'll pay him. I'll be back at noon with the money.
You really want me to tell him that? That would be dishonest. You told it to me so many times. Why would I turn myself into your accomplice in another of your swindles?
I'm going to the theater. After the rehearsal, the director of the opera is going to pay me some of the money he owes me.
Wonderful! And how much for me?
All I can afford to give you, but I beg you, please confirm our appointment to Dubček.
There you go. You're to meet him here at noon. Don't be late. Our new friend insists, 'cause from what I gather, he's supposed to meet at around 2 with a young lady who has very little patience.
Ask him whether he has heard any interesting rumors through his colleagues.
He says a friend of his was called up in the middle of last night to fetch a sick man that he ended up delivering to the castle. I should have listened to my brother's advice.
The castle is empty. The Emperor has gone to war. What would you do up there? The castle is empty.
I should have listened to my...
Can you describe the man who brought the message?
He's an Italian. A doctor, he claimed. He even mentioned that he had traveled from Firenze.
Firenze? From the court of Leopold, the brother of the emperor?
Oh, didn't mention a Leopold. He just insisted that he had to meet you at the castle.
Are you available for a ride around noon?
Nie rozumím.
Sorry, I don't speak Czech. OKV 563. It's such a wonderful melody. I'd say that is just perfect. Let's go on. As my dear father used to say, it's hard to be modest when you're a genius. Let's start the next one. I got it at last, fully realized and down on that paper.
The castle is empty. The Emperor has gone to war. What would you do up there? Looks promising. Please hurry up with your travel arrangements to the castle so we can finally head up to the theatre.
I should have listened to my brother.
now at your disposal.
At long last. You almost kept me waiting. Let's head up now for the theatre. Everybody is waiting for you on the stage, and you don't even have your baton to conduct. Go get it in the Kapellmeister's box. Also, don't forget the first half of the divertimento. Maybe you left it in the music parlor. Hurry up, we're already late.
I had to run from errand to errand since I left the hotel. You were going to make me faint in the end. Oh God, now I remember what happened last night. That dim-witted Alexa managed to get me to offer her the first half of the divertimento. Did she take it away, or did she leave it in the music parlor? I must find out.
Mozart, sir, it's always a pleasure to see you back in Prague.
How's your wife?
You're asking me how my wife is? The flirty little bougress left me for a new beau. Così fan tutti, as the Italians say. They're all the same.
Apart from the new shows of Don Giovanni, what else is on here at the opera?
In the afternoon, the orchestra plays a concerto composed by the local Kapellmeister. It has some nice moments in it, but it is far from reaching the kind of quality your own work has.
And ticket sales, are they going briskly?
So far, nobody seems in a hurry to buy tickets. People seem to prefer operas much better than symphonic concerts.
The bust of George Frederick Handel. Ah, fugues by the divine Handel. My friend Haydn is quite right to praise him endlessly. Vivaldi. Yes, I vaguely remember the old Venetian. Still, I thought his music was kind of too cute for its own good. I wonder who left that fan here. This music sheet is from my 41st Symphony. I completed it more than a month ago. This music sheet is from my 40th. I already had my coffee back at the hotel. Sunflower seeds that Hofer feeds his parrot with. They're all over the sheet. Let's clean it up. A few excerpts from Don Giovanni. Alas, this is not what I'm looking for. The perch where Hofer chains his parrot. Seems like he has taken the ugly beast along with him. A book, very nice indeed, with the title, The Book of Celestial Harmonies. There is a letter slipped inside the cover. Let's see. Ah, I do know this writing. Seems like a note from my old buddy Haydn. I read, Dear Wolfie, last time we met, it seemed to me that your mind, usually so fast, was a tad lacking of exercise. I'd say this is quite an original gift. I'm taking it with me so I can study it.
My dear friend, there you go again, and so early in the day. I hope you've been able to rest a little after our private interlude yesterday evening.
Alexa, you sure are a dangerous woman. I should be wary of your ways.
Oh, dear Mozart, it's been such a long time since Johann, my husband, decided he does not find me dangerous anymore. Did I even thank you for your delightful gift?
Alexa, you certainly made some very gracious comments last night.
Some of that warmth I can still feel in me. Please come to the music parlour so I can renew those vows of gratitude.
Alexa, where did you hide the score I left you as a present yesterday?
Mozart, I understand you were not quite yourself when you offered me the score, but still, it is impossible for me to give it back to you. It is such a precious present to me.
Wasn't your husband worried about your absence?
Let's leave my poor husband out of this.
What did you hear about my opera, Don Giovanni?
It's a blockbuster here. I heard that in Vienna people were a bit lukewarm, but here in Prague we had a full house every single night of the show.
Would you please give me the score back? I require it to be able to lead my musicians in the rehearsal.
You want back the very gift you granted me? I find this kind of rude, but I guess you have your reasons.
Pretty please, my dear.
So be it. I will consent to give it back if you manage to find my feather fan. I lost it yesterday evening under the circumstances that you were aware of.
Well, take a look. I managed to find your fan.
Thank you. You're a gentleman. Although I do remember that yesterday evening you did test the righteousness of a married woman.
Would you please give me back the score that I offered you last night?
You offered it to me during our little celebration of beauty and music. It was such a bore to claim it back now.
I beg you, please give it back to me. I found your feather fan and returned it to you as you requested.
What good is a fan in the middle of the damp autumn of Prague?
Wasn't your husband worried that you had lost one of his gifts?
This pitiful fan would have been worth nothing hadn't it been a gift from Johann. He asked me at least 10 times where I'd put it and why I didn't use it anymore. Well, I imagine you want me to yield to your request. God, what I wouldn't do for you, dearest. I am grateful for such a charming tune, Mozart.
I thank you for the score and the compliment.
Everything about you moves me so deeply, Mozart. Your music, your words, your soul. I'd like to press you against my heart. Please, come closer. Mozart, I understand you may be spellbound by my charms. Still, I find you quite brash to have the nerve to woo a woman already dedicated to another man.
So there you are. Are you ready at last? Are we about to finally start that dreaded rehearsal?
Well, I did find the score.
Mozart, you've got to hurry. And please get your baton and join me in the music hall. And you, Alexa, don't you see that you're bothering Mozart with your permanent babble?
Not at all. Your wife has been of precious assistance to me.
God knows what she may assist you with.
Mozart, sir, I am looking forward to the rehearsal.
First, I have something urgent to take care of. Did you see the Kapellmeister?
The Kapellmeister has called in sick, Mozart. It's the gout again. The pain is so harsh he can't leave his bed. He believes it is divine retribution for his gluttony. He eats constantly from dawn to dusk, except, of course, when he stops to drink.
Did you check my new score, the Divertimento?
Your Divertimento is a nice piece. I wonder where you managed to get all your ideas.
It's kind of a gift. From God, most certainly.
Oh, yes? Your muse wouldn't happen to be a young woman instead. There's so many rumors about you, I'd say.
I haven't heard anything. And I do have a spouse that expects me back in Vienna. So rumors are obviously misleading. I am looking for the key to the Kapellmeister's box.
He entrusts me with it whenever he's on sick leave. Still, he orders me not to open to anybody.
In Vienna, I too am a Kapellmeister.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. I myself have been offered the job in Bratislava.
All right, give me the key then.
Most certainly, Mozart. Just enjoying the small talk. The Kapellmeister is your devoted friend, and I know he doesn't keep any secret from you. I will open his box. There you go. It's open. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Refrain from stealing in the Kapellmeister's pantry. The other day he went berserk just because a pack of cocoa had gone missing.
At last, the baton I needed for my rehearsal. This music sheet is from my 41st Symphony.
The Kapellmeister has a weak health. Maybe you should petition for his position.
That's locked.
The Kapellmeister has...
Vivaldi. Yes, I vaguely...
Mozart, sir, it's always a pleasure to...
Let's try something else.
That's good, even if the metric still seems to elude you a bit. I'm satisfied with your work for today.
Just take 1 minute to go over our offerings. Hold on. I've seen you before. Here, it's coming back. You're Kapellmeister Mozart. Oh, it's an honor to meet you.
You're too nice. I'm just a composer who happened to have had a few lucky streaks.
Everybody in Prague was humming The Marriage of Figaro. I saw the show with my family, and we just loved it. Oh, our favorite scene is when Figaro measures the room to install his nuptial bed. Oh, it's kind of funny to hear a song about something like that. To thank you for your delightful music, please accept this menial gift, a wooden flute I sculpted myself.
Thank you, my friend. I've been told that the people of Prague were generous, and you just proved it.
Business is slow right now. People are nervous because of the rumors about the war. Anarchists are pressing for independence and are causing quite a mess in the city. Some say scavengers abound at night around the Bridge of Stone. You better not stroll there after the sun is set.
Wooden toys and flutes.
Just take 1 minute to go over our...
Bad idea. No way I can drive the coach myself. I need to wait for Dubček.
By the way, Mozart, you do know that animals are forbidden in this inn of mine? Oh, don't act as if you don't know. I'm talking about the pigeon which seems to be eagerly awaiting your return, perched on top of the wardrobe in your room.
A pigeon? What pigeon?
Please send the bird away, without delay. I'm afraid it may cause damage that will only increase your debt with us.
Here's a bird that seems in no hurry to leave.